Shalom. Welcome to another in transit. And first I want to say call hello Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Bahashem Rakak Radash. My name is Ya'Allah Yasha'Allah. Shalom and salutations to the men of Great Millstone who I learned this 100% truth from. Devil honors to those men from the apostles on down. Shalom to the confused face, the speckled bird, the Akim and Aqua, the men who come out on the highways and hedges and preach this truth, 100% truth. And last but not least, shalom to the elect. And we're coming into these times where when you read the book of Matthew, Yahweh Shah himself, even though throughout the book different prophets spoke of the Antichrist, and Yahweh Shah spoke again of Antichrist. And if you was able to look it up, it would be G500, and it's Antichrist is an adversary of the Messiah, pretty much like the devil is. It's a deceiver. It's the Antichrist of Salakia, the devil. It's a slanderer, a deceiver, which would be mainly the Edomites. But all of these nations are pretty much like there's the devil, but they're sons of men, and Esau is the son of the wicked. You know what I'm saying? But if you read books like First John 2:22, you get it speaks about a deceiver and denying Yahweh Shai. The Lord Yahweh, he has enemies, and he's going to deal with those enemies come real soon, because this is the time that we're in. Al-Barakazah, it happens sooner than later. But we got to move on the Lord's time, not on our time. Books also like Second John talks about a deceiver as well, and pretty much Antichrist talking about who Yahweh Shai is not in the flesh, and just pretty much like denouncing Yahweh Bash and Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? And that's like Second John, like 1:6 or 1:7, something like that. Also, John 5:43, where excuse me, Slakia, Yahweh Shah speaks about. He talks about he gives it to you straight, and that's the type of man he was. He was an austere man, and he was no beating around the bush with him or playing games. He was truthful, and he was upfront about everything, and he told the truth, and he didn't care if you didn't like it or not. And he mentions in John, he mentions in John 5:43, it is, how he came, and if he came, when he came telling the truth, you didn't believe him. But if the Antichrist comes and tells you what you think is the truth, you're gonna believe him, because he's gonna Israelites, man, Jake, man, we like to be lied to. We like things to be dressed up to sound good, and we love to be persuaded, and that's just what the case is. But Yahweh Shai was real with it. You know what I'm saying? He was when he was on the scene, he was he had enemies, especially the Pharisees. They really hated him, and they was jealous of him because he was speaking the truth, and they couldn't see whether the Lord covered their eyes and covered their ears, that they could not hear or see, and they was just blinded by Yahweh Shai and everything he was doing and he was teaching, and they was trying to trip him up with the word, and trying to make examples. And ultimately, man, they wanted to kill him. And he knew it, and he felt it. And, he knew, that his father sent him there to be killed by his own people. And that really stressed and vexed him. This is why Yahweh Shah, he had them gray hairs early, because they vexed and stressed him out. And, those people are actually here today who went against Yahweh. And these people are really the Antichrist. And along with, the rest of these other nations, wicked as hell, man. And they want to see the Lord dead. Just that simple. They want to see the Lord destroyed. They wanted to see the Lord destroyed, and they think that they got their wish, but what goes around comes around. So when Yahweh Shah comes back, oh boy, it's about to really go down. Romans, because I'm in transit, but at the same time, I'm not that seasoned yet. I'm still a babe in this, but that's not gonna stop me from teaching. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I try to strive to the best of my ability to be perfect and pleasing to the Lord, but I know ultimately I'm gonna fall short. But this is why I speak on learning from the prophets of Great Millstone, because they ultimately teach me how to go about speaking this truth, and also from the men under the prophets of Great Millstone. Those elders and bishops and teachers as well. I learned from those brothers, and Abarakazaj, the water to you brothers who do what you do. I'm very grateful. Barakathum to you brothers. Barakathum, and I'm very grateful and thankful that the Lord allows me to do what I do. It's really nasty out here, though, man. It's really nasty out here. But ultimately, man, like Romans 1 and 23, it pretty much talks about, Israel being unclean, and, the Lord allowed the wicked to take over, like Job 9 and 24, allowed the wicked to take over to do some of the wicked things that they do. Therefore, they can be punished later on. And this is what's coming to play out real soon, is that the Lord is going to punish all the wicked, and he's going to put the heathen along with the wicked, which is Esau, into submission under the 1/3 of the Hebrew Israelites, which will be the elect. And the 2/3 of the Hebrew Israelites will be destroyed and have to be reborn or rebirthed back in the kingdom. And that's what we're looking for, man. So you Antichrist, continue to do what you do. You're fulfilling prophecy. And the Lord's going to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? Again, my name is Yahalal, Yasha'Allah, Kol Halal, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah Bahashim, Rakak Radash, Shalom, and double honors to the men of GMS. And Shalom to the elect, man. Everybody else, you know what it is. Shalom.